Today, since it's nice, and before it starts raining again, we're going to try to get the ridge vent installed. And actually, we have to rock, paper, scissors now who's going to go up on the roof.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Is this like the Tremors? I'm going to be kind of making and keep losing.
Yeah. There we go.
I get crushed.
So there's like a 2-foot overhang on each side, and it's 24-foot long house, so that's 4 extra feet. So it's like 28. So I'm kind of curious though, with that end, right? The wind and rain blowing in through the side, is that going to happen?
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Yeah. Well, that'll be another problem later down the road, right?
That's what we want to do.
We're taking care of this problem now, and by doing so, probably creating a different problem later that we'll have to address.
Okay.
So the first step is to get the old ridge vent off.
Mm-hmm.
The second step is to clean up the edges so that we have enough ventilation coming out.
Yeah. Okay. We got a plan. We'll move this and get the ladder out, right?
Yep.
In Alaska, there's water, honey. There's water everywhere. I guess you're gonna take the lead since you do have the top. That makes a lot of sense. I just want to make sure I don't crack the car. This tall. This ladder's so hard. Oh, I gotta go up higher, huh?
That's a lot of nice looking gear.
Hasn't been out in a year.
Tried doing this before, and then you start sliding off them.
I didn't have the gear on. Oh yeah, I did. I didn't make it up there. Here we go. I should have practiced before got on camera because this could be embarrassing. Okay. Here we go.
What kind of knot is that?
This is a figure 8, Lilian. Do you remember how to do this?
No.
We will have to train. Make sure I get it nice and beautiful. Anyways, can't sit there and... There we go.
Tail's not too long.
Nope. That's exactly how you want it, because you want to go...
And what's the top one that you just did right now?
I just did double knot. Well, actually, I only did a single on that.
Just keep...
Here we go. Yeah, so last time I started at this and then overlapped. Oh, that's cool. It's slick. I mean, what would one expect, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm straddling. Okay. So I'm gonna give myself two. Okay. That's gonna put me right there. Okay. Okay, there's that. Okay. Now I'm gonna start taking it off. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna do a double security here. And I'm going to... Okay, I'm strapped in twice at this point. I'm undoing one. Okay, I'm going down. I think I'm feeling good. And just for security measures, you know what? I'm just gonna carabine this to this. Okay, here we go. So this is not gonna work, so I will have to untether this. That's okay though, I'm feeling confident about the rope situation. I know. Ah. Okay, here we go. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is the wrong bit. These are smaller screws. Oh my gosh.
The ridge vents are smaller.
Yep. Oh, you gotta be flipping kidding me. Okay. Well, that sucks. So I'm gonna come back.
I'll go get it.
Do you know which one it is?
Yeah, I'll go get a couple and I'll try it.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and stretch my legs straight. Oh, honey, I checked too. I checked. I was like, oh, the screws we have in here are this size. I got the driver ready and to get these out, and it is the wrong size. I checked down below, but I checked them against these because I guess we don't have any left over of these. So I just assumed that it was these, but it is not. It is a smaller screw. So Richard had to go down and get hopefully the right bit. He's going to bring up a bunch of them, so we shall see. But here you can see, might as well take a little vantage point of the property here. We're starting to have our piles melt there, and you can see some soil in some areas, even in the garden area right there. There's some soil happening, which is awesome to see. And then we have a lot of trees out here that died over the fall and summer last year. Anyways, we plan on taking out the beetle kill, and we have to clear around the house 30 feet is what's recommended for fire safety, and we definitely want to do that because a lot of work and effort, and I'll probably say blood, sweat, and tears have went into the building of this house, so we want to make sure that it's protected if a fire does come along. And plus it'll be good for forest management when we get these beetle kill out, because there are a bunch of little trees in there. They're probably mostly covered with snow right now, but it will allow them to grow and prosper, so hopefully those will spring up quickly. And we have such a short growing season here. I recognize that the spruce take forever to grow. Everything takes forever to grow. Okay, I wish I was Magneto right now. Right. If I was Magneto, I'd be down on the ground though, just going, okay, all you guys unscrew. This does not feel nice to go over. I love you too. My knee sometimes hits.
But you won't need the other bit, so I can just change it out.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, that went well. Okay, cool. Do. So I'm not sure how to proceed forward because this is kind of keeping the ladder up. Turn around and take these off, and then I'll probably have you come up and grab them. I have decided too that I'm probably gonna get myself a massage after all said and done. After all said and done. So last night I was exhausted by the time I was done. I think let's see, I finished like 6:30 last night, and I wound up having to take a bath with some Epsom salts because my legs were so sore. They were very, very sore. And then I was in bed by 9 p.m. and probably asleep by 9:30. Liliana was reading to me, and I fell asleep during the last little piece, and she was like, Mom. And I told her what I last remembered, and she's like, oh, she reread me the piece that I was missing. Throw that. So that was my night, and then this morning I had to take some ibuprofen, which I do not normally ever take medication. Thank you. I do not normally ever take medications, even ibuprofen, but I am so incredibly sore that I did that because I knew I had to come up here and finish this today. We have a small break in the weather, so we have to take advantage of this and get this done. So I'm very excited to get this done and just be to be done with it, and then not have to worry about getting up here until this winter when I have to get the snow off the roof, which wasn't that bad. Out of the 3 times I did it this year, one of them was one was really rough, but the other 2 were pretty easy going, getting the snow off. I'm gonna have to clean up this site after all said and done too, because I'm just throwing all the nails and everything overboard. So luckily we can see them really well right now because of the snow. So it's not going to take much to clean up and see everything. Okay, cool. So I'm also not sure if I've talked about why we're doing this and the mistake that I made. So when we did this roof, I thought that we would be fine with the size of the cabin, or we didn't necessarily need a ridge vent, because I was thinking it was so small that we wouldn't need a ridge vent. But as we found out, we need a ridge vent, and a lot of people out there are going to be going, yeah, duh. I didn't realize thermodynamics. And so I have learned the lesson, and I've learned it the hard way, that we need a ridge vent, and then we need holes in the breeze block down below, which we're also going to be doing very soon. So at this point, you know, it was raining inside the house because we had nowhere for the condensation to go. Oops. So that was a lesson learned, and we learned it pretty quickly. But like I said, we were going to do it last summer, but it was non-stop rain, so we couldn't. It was just impossible for us to do last year. So this year we're like, as soon as we have a break in the weather, as soon as we have a few sunny days, no matter what, you know, we're gonna get up and do it. I mean, we also have to be mindful of the wind. So It's a little windy, but it's not terrible. So we are definitely taking advantage of this weather and getting this done. And you might also be asking yourself, well, why don't you just take the circular saw and run along here, which I kind of did, but also in my great knowledge base, I nailed things. I probably overly nailed things, so I was finding that I could only run the circular saw to certain areas before I was running into a bunch of nails, so I couldn't do that. So then you can see here we developed a new little plan for getting some airflow, and that's where I'm using the drill bit and the circular saw. So I'm doing that where I need to do that. And that's how we're gonna do this. This isn't gonna look pretty, but it's gonna be covered. So it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, and it's gonna work. And that's the key, just to get that airflow. And you can see right here, the baffles are gonna bring the air up from the breeze blocks down below there, up through here, and then there'll be vent covering this, and then the ridge cover. So we'll have that air circulating, and then we're gonna put on walls on the house, so there should be no moisture transfer hopefully soon. That's our hopes. This was definitely a learning lesson though, and I don't mind learning these lessons. You know, it's a quick fix. I mean, it's going to take us 2 days, but you know, that's not horrible in the grand scheme of things in comparison to, you know, doing a whole new roof. And we've definitely decided, if and when we build another house, it is going to be a one-story house. And I'm probably gonna do shingles on the roof because it's a lot easier than this. This metal roof is, well, we got a 612 pitch, and then on top of that, it's slick. It's just slick. There's no traction on it. No matter what boots you wear, no matter what the situation is, there is just no traction on it. So, oh dang it. I find that I just can't, I can't put my feet on here. They just slide no matter what. They just slide. So I'm having to straddle this the entire way, which really is not awesome at all, but it is what it is. And I've learned for the next time, yeah, any building we do now is gonna be probably shingles on the roof, and not a huge pitch, and definitely not this high as well. Don't get me wrong, I love this house, but I don't like working on the roof. I really don't. And I really appreciate any roofer out there. I know I've said this before, but they truly have a difficult job. Hug your roofer and your farmer. Yeah, I'm just doing a monologue.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make sure you had everything you needed still.
No, actually it's going really swell. Did you see over in the garden bed, you could see the mulch?
Yeah.
showing on some spots. I think Richard feels really guilty too because he wants to be up here. But we talked about it at great lengths, and I think this would be really difficult for any man, the way you have to straddle this, and because there's these sharp things right here where we took out the other. That's just metal sticking out. And I think it'd be hard for any male to do anyway, so I'm okay doing this. I am expecting a very nice leg massage later, and I'm probably going to do a bath all over again. I'm hoping I don't have to take ibuprofen tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll take it easy on myself. And then this side, generously. Okay, cool. So I'm very cautious when I do this because, of course, I don't want to cut into the ridge beam whatsoever, or the rafters. There we go. Oh my goodness, that took a lot.
We're at the last stage on this where we're going to be putting the ridge vent on now, the right stuff. And Amy has graciously volunteered to head that project up.
Wait a minute, I didn't remember rock, paper, scissors today for that.
Well, you've already got the gear on.
I see. I am promised leg massages and lemon drops, right?
Yep. I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't want to have to take it again since tomorrow. I'm going to take it easy. I promise you. I'm not going to start any big projects because I was in so much pain earlier. I was like, how am I going to do this? But that ibuprofen just took that pain away. Just said, oh no, you're not experiencing that. Although I am. I'm probably hurting myself even more. But I've masked it. I'm really close to being able to do the splits. That was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in a film, is seeing him like do the splits with, like, of course he trained, but he's pretending, you know, he had no skills and he trained, and they like dropped this tree down and his legs went out, you know? I was like, oh my gosh. Honey? Do you think I need the torque higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's doing the same thing.
Yeah, torque, you know, just play around with that. The higher the number, the harder it goes in.
That's what I thought. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is good. 18's good. I think it was a torque issue. I am so happy to have an unexpected break in the weather. We finally managed to replace the ridge vent on our cabin. With this done, we're excited to dive into our long list of building projects for the summer. We can't wait to have you join us on our next adventure.